bonus trading today. I'll put the links in here. Double bonus trading today. Double bonus trading. And we are what they call off. GSM down again today. VZ down. Verizon down. PSTH. That is the Bill SPAC. Bill Ackman SPAC. He said, "Oh, we're just going to give all the money back." You know what? We're going to give all the money back. ARKK back down to 43. Looking for bullish signals today, guys. I want the market, the lower the market goes this morning, the better. I want the market down a lot this morning. I like the futures to be down 60, 65, maybe even 70. I don't want the market to pop this morning. I want it to get sold. Futures on 49. 5-minute bar, most likely there will not be any 5-minute bar longs. No official signals this week, guys. No official signals so far this week. We have a double bonus trading session today. So if you'd like to watch AK trade, double bonus trading session. That's right, that's right. Brian was running a little bit late. I think it's a dentist appointment or something, so just asked me to keep the screen a little bit longer. Futures on 52. 5-minute bar closes here in about 3 minutes. Nothing to do on the 5 yet. We'll just wait and be patient. No, today's Wednesday. We haven't had an official signal yet. Some people just take the official signals. So if that's the way you like to trade, you don't have to take all the trades. If you want, you can just take official signals. We haven't had one this week yet. I would like to see more selling pressure this morning. The more selling pressure we like, the better I like the signals. Good morning. X down 9 cents. Oh, everything in Apple's down. Twitter. Look at Twitter go. We had that 48-hour spike in Twitter yesterday. I gave you that 48-hour spike in Twitter yesterday. Those are up to 235. So 48-hour spike in Twitter up about 60%. 48-hour spike in Twitter up about 60%. Oxy higher today. Lucid down. Nike down. FFIE down. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. 5-minute bar closes here in 2.5 minutes. Most likely there'll be nothing to trade here on the 5. 5-minute bar closes here in 2.5 minutes. Getting a good mark here in pair. Is pair halted or something? Why can I not sell 5 at 20? I went miniature golfing with my nephews yesterday. That was fun. Little kids are so competitive nowadays. These little kids are so competitive. Futures down 56. Everything is lower. Lower, lower, lower. Looking for some bullish signals. Now we should be good here. Pinterest down. Apple down. Apple down 3. A lot of bullish signals in Apple yesterday. EWZ, we saw a signal in that one. Down 3 cents in EWZ. So EWZ really not moving here. Got my water, got my coffee. Futures down 51 points. The Apple 5-minute bar long from yesterday ended up being a loser. Twitter on fire. That was a 48-hour spike in Twitter. Apple on the 5, buying pressure under the cloud. So official signals are like AK thinks like he's like, this is the creme de la creme. I think this is worth taking. And official signals will get a track record on it. The ones that are not official signals will not get a track record. Apple, no signal. Amazon, no signal. Baba, no signal. Tesla, no signal. Netflix, no signal. Google, no signal. Meta, no signal. So no 5-minute bar longs. No 5-minute bar longs, guys. No 5-minute bar longs. We're looking for a bull 5-minute bar above the Ichimoku cloud. We had one yesterday. It was a loser yesterday in Apple. So no 5-minute bar longs. That is a bull 5-minute bar long above the Ichimoku cloud. Bull 5-minute bar above the Ichimoku cloud. Bull 5-minute bar above the Ichimoku cloud. In the yellow submarine. No 5-minute bar longs. Verizon up in the day. Halliburton up in the day. Couple things starting to reverse here. I'm waiting for a bullish signal. Twitter on fire, guys. Twitter on the 48-hour spike. So we saw this hit yesterday. Only one trade on the 48-hour spike. So let me show you guys this one. 48-hour spike. So we saw this yesterday in Twitter. 48-hour spike, almost 100% profit. Even with the market down. So those trades are for 2 days. Twitter. Saw a big buyer of Twitter. Next week, 34s for 140. Those are up to about 250, so almost 100% profit here in Twitter. On the 48-hour spike. Futures, nice little rally here. I want to see one of two things. I either want to see the market lower, or I would like to see bullish signals. I like to either see the market lower or bullish signals. We got out of Lucid. Lucid actually popped yesterday. We had the 19.5s. Those are worth 37. The 20.5s are worth 15. Oxy higher now. They were buying some Oxy calls yesterday. Oxy up 60 cents. JetBlue to 8. DWAC calls being sold. Didn't DWAC get up to like, I would have shorted it. If I was a hedge fund manager, I would have shorted this. $175. This is going to be this Trump social media platform. This is like the GameStop. $175. You bought some more GM at 10 cents? Nice. Knots. August calls. And we have expiration on expiration is on Friday. Oh, futures, nice little bid here. GM, it's the AUG 40s. GM August 40 calls. August 19th, 2022, 40 calls. We're back up to 12 cents. AEM, that is a gold stock. I don't like to take gold stocks for unusual option activity. Angelico Miners, as they call it. Angelico Miners. Wow, Twitter. $100% profit here in Twitter. Futures only down 33 now. Hey now, hey now. The worst is over. I mean, how much worse can inflation get if it's hitting 9%? Like I said, I would have liked two things. I would have liked either the market lower this morning or to get bullish signals. I don't really care. We haven't got either of those. No 5-minute bar longs. So that's a bull 5-minute bar above the Ichimoku cloud. Bull 5-minute bar above the Ichimoku cloud. We look to buy it and sell it MOC, which means market on the close. Double bonus trading session, guys. Double bonus trading session. Twitter got up to 280 here. So these Twitter calls, these are this next week 34s. Flagged those yesterday at 140. They're up to 280. They bought some Neo calls. Neo's not doing terrible today. Is the worst over, they say? It's over now. I don't know when the next time the Fed announces interest rate hikes. We might see a point hike. I was really hungry last night, and I was proud that I didn't order food. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Let's go. AK, give me a signal. It's supposed to rain on Friday. I saw Elvis last week. I'm probably going to see Thor this week. Every Sunday, I like to go to movies by myself. Ha, ha, ha. SWTX Step 35 calls being sold. No, thank you. I would see Black Phone, but I think I wouldn't sleep for a couple days. The new movie of the week is Where the Crawfish Sing. I have AMC's $24 Unlimited Movies Pass. It's pretty fun. It is pretty fun. Futures down 35. Thor was good. Yeah, it did really well at the box office. Futures only down 32 now. Looking for a signal. Give me something good. There's this new steak place called BLVD. And anytime there's a wedge salad, I always get a wedge. Mm-hmm. 14-ounce bone-in filet sounds fantastic. Carvana on the 48-hour spike. So we have our first signal today, and Carvana. The 20.5s in Carvana, guys. Weekly 20.5s in Carvana hitting at 130. Carvana 20.5s hitting here at 130. This is not going to be an official signal. So 48-hour spike. Buyer of Carvana. Not an official signal. Lucid up 8 cents. 20.5 calls for $1.30. Carvana on the 48-hour spike, guys. If you like the signal Carvana, you can get it at 130. You could also turn these into a bull call spread. You could turn these into maybe buy the 20.5, 21.5 call spread. You can get into that for about 40 cents. Maybe buy the 21.22 in Carvana. What you choose to do with this signal is on your own, guys. But we see Carvana hitting the 48-hour spike here. Someone thinks the stock is headed higher. On the 5-minute bar long, we take the low of the day and we add the ATR, average true range. So the low of the day is 2018. You get $4.36. Carvana could get up to $24.54. So Carvana could get to $24.54 in Carvana, guys. So Carvana to the long side. Carvana to the long side up to 150 here now. So Carvana up to 150 here now. See how many stocks are making a new 52-week low. 212 stocks making new 52-week lows. Bark is BarkBox. See BarkBox. Be my falling angel. TELL OCT4s, guys. We're going to call it a signal here in TELL. OCT4 calls. TELL OCT4 calls. We're going to call it a signal here in TELL OCT4 calls. What does TELL do again? Yeah, never mind. We're not calling these out. We are not calling these out. Sorry. TELL, guys. Calls being bought. We're not calling these out as a signal. They said option hacker. TELL. It is, I think, a natural gas, liquefied natural gas. OCT4 is trading here, guys. TELL OCT4 is trading here. 45 cents, 6,000. You get them a little bit cheaper. I didn't like how much stock traded today. So option hacker. Flags buyer. If you get them at 35, I mean, at 35, I like them. TELL. 10, 21, 2022. 4 calls for 45 cents. Not an official signal. It's already traded 2.4 million shares. So TELL, guys, not an official signal. 6,000 calls being bought. I know this one's going to have a small ATR, so I'm not going to call this as a signal. Carvana, rip into the upside in Carvana. Look at Carvana go, guys. Those hit our 48-hour spike, guys. That stock is raging. They're up to 190 now in Carvana. Carvana. Targets will be 195 and 260 in Carvana. Weekly 20.5 calls, guys. We gave you these at 130, guys. They're up to 190 in Carvana. The Carvana. Hey, goodbye. So Carvana, guys, we gave you at 130. They're up to 190. DraftKings is about to go up on the day. ARK going to go up on the day. Give me a signal here. I'm waiting for it. Oh, Delta had earnings. I would have played Delta the long side. Delta down $2. Ugh. UAL down 40 cents. JetBlue down 20 cents. This might be the bottom is in. We could be close here. You never know. You never know. Carvana hit up to 190 now. Oil stocks are higher. NEO higher. NEO. We saw a signal in NEO yesterday. That hit our dollar club. Twitter. Wow, Twitter, guys. Twitter on fire. I think the judge said, Elon, you have to buy this company. Sorry, Elon, you got to buy this company. VIX up 68 cents. Not really moving. Oil names higher. Futures coming back. GM only down 46 cents now. Those AUG 40s we've been kind of keeping an eye on are worth 12 cents now. So if you got them at 10, made a little bit of money. So 2 signals so far we see today are TEL AUG 4s. At 35, I would have bought them. At 45, I wouldn't touch them. You got to look at the offer size here, guys. So this is what I have on the top of my option montage. I have volume, open interest, bid size, ask size, price. So there's 1,856 offered at 45. 1,856 offered at 45 cents. I don't want that big of an order offered out. Snapchat unchanged. Canoe unchanged. Peloton, $9 in Peloton. Peloton, you are the worst. Neo, nice trading. Neo higher, Twitter higher. I think the futures could go up on the day. I would like to see more selling pressure. I'd like to see more bullish signals. We've only seen 2 signals so far today. TEL and Carvana. Carvana, I mean, TEL has a very small ATR, average true range. So the TEL ATR, look at how small that is, guys. ATR 33 cents, standard deviation ATR 12 cents here. So a very small range here in the TEL. Tell me. We see $1 million bet here in Apple. Next week, 145s. So we see $1 million bet here, guys. Apple next week, 145s at 278. Damn. Those are starting to move here. Apple next week, 145s at 278. Wow, look at them go. 12,000 of these were bought, guys. That's $1 million bet. And Apple. TS unchanged on the day. Verizon, great profits. Who goes on Frontier or Spirit anyways? TEL, more TEL calls being bought. They're buying more of the AUG 4s, guys, and Teleron. You can still get them at 45. That's what I'm talking about, the offer size. You got to keep it on that offer size. So TELL, the offer size. TELL, guys. TELL, more AUG 4s being bought here. TELL, AUG 4s. They're buying more of them. Futures on 31. More TEL. Now they're buying AUG 3.5s. 5,000. AUG 3.5s being bought. AUG 4s being bought. I still wouldn't take these guys, but that's just me. I wouldn't take these. Audio should be good. I mean, there's nothing. Check your speakers, but audio is good here. I'm using the same audio basically every day. ARKK down 50 cents. Come on, come on. No 5-minute bar longs. So 3 signals so far today. Apple calls, Carvana calls, and then TEL calls. TEL AUG 4s, TEL AUG 3.5s. Teleron used to be a $6.54 stock. It used to be $6.54. Apple, they were buying next week 145s, but they started buying those like at 278. $278. Do, 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 do. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Double bonus trading session, guys. Double bonus trading session. Futures back down 38. I don't mind the market lower. So the first one will be in here, and the second one will be in the GoToWebinar, and I'll put the link. We haven't seen much action today so far, guys. The ZIM 48. I've taken this one before. 700 of these trade here. ZIM 48s. ZIM 48s, guys. ZIM 48s. ZIM 48s being bought small. So we have a bonus trading session 9:30, 9:45. Bonus trading Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then 9:45 to 10, we have another bonus trading session. I'll put the link in here for that. Do-do, 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 do-do. AK's hanging out. BTU trading here, nothing to do with BTU. Just being patient here, guys. Waiting for an opportunity. We've seen two signals so far. We've seen TEL. We saw three. Carvana, TEL, and Apple. Futures down 38. As Apple next week, 145 is a 278 they hit. So Apple next week is hitting my $1 million bet scanner. So Apple, when stock was 143.78, they're buying Apple next week, 145s at 278. Apple next week, 145s at 278 here. Yeah, they did go up in price. Rivian is at 20,000 Rivian calls being bought today. Futures go whack. Carvana calls got up to 190. They're down at 170. Apple calls 318 right now. Apple headed back lower a little bit. Futures down 47. I would like to see the market lower. The lower, the better. It gives me an opportunity to get longer, or more long, as some people might call it. More long instead of longer. Inflation is here. We know that. The question is, how does the government combat inflation? That means they're just going to have to raise the interest rates. And then they were talking about raising interest rates and then lowering interest rates next year. I don't understand how that makes any sense. Are you really going to raise interest rates and then lower them? I don't know. Makes no sense to me. So TEL, October calls, Carvana this week 20.5s, and then Apple next week 145s. And you might have been able to get those TEL calls at 35. Teleron. Teleron. The futures are down 42. They're down 42. ARKK only down 60 cents. Give me something to trade. Well, no, Kramer said, I heard Kramer, I turned on CNBC this morning, and Kramer said, yeah, of course the market's down today. Why would you sold yesterday? Thank you. It's always like, what is it called? The Monday afternoon quarterback. On Monday, I can tell you what every quarterback should have done in every play, right? Monday morning quarterback. BALY 30s. Ooh. Bally's Corporation, August 30s volume less than open interest in Bally's. See, this is funny. Like, why would you buy the 30s for 125 when you can get the quarters for 75? That just doesn't make sense. Bally's calls being bought small. They're going to have to probably adjust that price. Bally's salon side. Futures. Oh, Tesla up on the day. Apple moving higher. Workday down a buck. No, thank you. You get a lot of questions about the scanners, guys. The scanners are all available at www.optionhacker.com for all your scanners. And I always say, just because something's listed at a certain price doesn't mean it's the actual price. So you can go, there's a chat function. You can ask them if you could do better. I know they're going to do a promo for AK's birthday coming up. It's my birthday. My birthday's at the end of the month. The young Buff Ava 43. What happened? Where did I go wrong? 43. I've been doing the trading room for 10 years. I've been trading for 20 years. It's crazy for me to think of that or say that. TEL calls 50 cents. Carvana calls 165. Apple. I'm on a Leo. I think Leo starts, I think like July 23rd, Leo starts. I'm the 31st. I'll be in Saratoga. Over the next couple months, I'll be in Saratoga for 3 nights. I come back for 1 night, I then go to Panama for 3 nights, Colombia for 3 nights, Chicago for 4 nights, the Hamptons for 3 weeks. Then I'll probably do Eastern Europe for 3 weeks. And then after Eastern Europe, I might do Scottsdale for a month and then head up to Florida for 5 months. So AK is just wandering as a nomad. Saratoga. Yeah, I've never been there. I have a buddy that does Delray Beach, Saratoga, and he's raving about it. And, you know, I grew up going to the horse races, so it's something that I kind of enjoy. Quinella boxes or trifecta boxes are my jam. Usually about like, I don't know what, like $40. How much is a $5 Exacta box? Is that $40? $5 Exacta box. $5 Exacta box is $20. This doesn't look like a very strong sell-off. Like, we're not getting a lot of, like, pressure to the downside. Obviously, we knew if inflation was going to come at a print at 9%. Like, if they said to me, AK, like, inflation's coming in at 9.1%, what do you think the market's going to do? I'm like, futures down 50, 60 points. I'm not surprised. Horse racing, I learned from my father. It's actually funny too. I consider myself I don't consider myself a gambler. Yeah, I actually haven't made a trade in about probably like 4 months. So at the beginning of the year when the market was down, I got crushed and I lost a lot of money, and I just haven't traded since then. But I don't really consider myself like a gambler. Like, I don't get, like, some people like to gamble. I don't like to gamble. I don't want to lose my money. I like to put on reward to risk setups. I mean, I play poker, but I'll go to the dogs. I go to the dogs for fun. Like, if I go to the dogs or the horse races, I gamble on those, right? Because I don't have any edge. If I lose like $100, $200, that's fine. It's that is entertainment value. Bob, so we have about 8 minutes left, and we have to stop this recording and start a new one. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. I've been buying some Ethereum. I started buying it. I don't even know where my average cost is. I don't even know how to find average cost. Futures down 48. We are 100 points off the lows. So the low came at 36.39. So 100 points off the lows, or 3% off the lows, which isn't that much. Do, 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 do. Apple calls being bought. This is so we have 3 signals in the first 40 minutes. No penny spikes, no moonshots. Moonshots has been absolutely on fire. You can't even buy moonshots. We don't have these. These run all day long. So day trade runs for the first hour. Option hacker, penny spikes, and moonshots. I think everything else runs all day long besides day trade. Day trade's the only one that has limited capacity. And I hear a noise. The noise probably comes from ETF. Twitter. More Twitter calls being bought. I would not be buying these, but Twitter on the 48-hour spike. I would not be buying Twitter calls. They're buying this week 35.5. I would not be buying these. 119. I would not. I mean, I think the move is already made in Twitter, guys. Tell is not official, no. Buyer of Twitter, 7/15/2022. 35.5. Ooh, let me delete that. Schlumberger calls being bought. NRC calls being bought. So Twitter calls. More Twitter calls being bought. Sorry, guys. These are the 35.5. I don't know what I'm writing here. 35.5 calls for 120. So Twitter's traded 15 million shares. Twitter's traded 15 million shares. So 48-hour spike here in Twitter, guys. I would not be taking these. 48-hour spike here in Twitter. I would not be taking these in Twitter. 48-hour spike here in Twitter. I personally, AK myself, myself, and Irene, I would not be taking these. Supposed to rain in Chicago Friday and Sunday. More Twitter calls. Oh, they love Twitter. Lose it down in the day. How high did Lyft get to? I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things in life. But as a company like Lyft, that's $12. It was $58. Doesn't someone want to buy this company? I just think with the market down and valuations crushed so much that someone like an Amazon might want to buy Lyft, A, for their customer base, B, for their platform. I mean, I'm not like a fundamentalist, but $58 to $12. Uber, $20. Uber's not as bad. I was reading something that that Uber loses like $5 per Uber Eats order, like $4.50 per Uber Eats order. Twitter's starting to move, guys. Z Twitter. We gave you the 48-hour spike yesterday in Twitter. That's good for 100% profit. Double bonus trading session today. Double bonus trading session. All right, let me stop this recording.